Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're enjoying our videos. By the way, I want to ask that if you are watching this video, you are a doctor, maybe in this channel, especially if it is a macho, you can hit me up because my eyes are dancing. I know some of people might have realized that. I don't know why. From where I'm born, there is a very old cliche that says, "Otamudhogeria kwacho." That means that the people who are sharp cannot, it has defeated them to talk about. I think direct translation, it has defeated the sharp people to talk about it. Okay, we are going to revisit that later on in this analysis. What are your thoughts on this DRC ambassador who is going after William Ruto? Because William Ruto mentioned about the fact that DRC do not have a single cow, and there is a need for them. They are exporting milk. They are importing milk in their country. And so when Ruto was talking in Nyeri, I think Madam Ambassador is just blowing this out of proportion, because William Ruto, when he was speaking in Nyeri, I think he did not really mean any harm. But as you know, this is an electioneering period, so I think William Ruto should also be very cautious of what he says. I have watched the pre-trial of Paul Gicheru, I think for almost 1 hour. And I have to be honest with you guys. Personally, I'm a bit shocked by what I'm actually following from ICC. And that is day one. Remember, this is supposed to go to, I think, 10 days. I don't know. I am asking myself, by the end of 10 days, what is going to be the outcome? As in, how is it going to play out? Because from where I'm standing, guys, the progress of this case, as it's going, indirectly, it's going to stop William Ruto from vying. I don't know. Yes, this is Kenya, but I think I am a bit skeptical of the motive of that case. And I am not spelling a doom, but I think things are not really fine. Let me give you an update. I think for people who had not followed, there are two witnesses that were mentioned yesterday, and there is another person that was mentioned. There is witness P0800, there is another witness P0540, then there is person number 2, then there is the big man. Now, this P0800 witness said that he was approached by person number 2. Is it number 1 or number 2? It's someone there. Let me just confirm. Let me confirm the identity of the person. Whether it's either person number, this person is either person number 1 or person number 2. Let me just confirm it here. I think I was reading an article. And don't want to follow this thing, read articles out of the country. Don't read these articles from Kenya. So he approached this witness and told him to recant, or rather withdraw from the case, and was going to pay some cash. So this is P0800. Then P0540 told P0800. So these are two witnesses. So another witness was talking to other witnesses and was telling him that was offered 1.4 million to join the big man's team. Now the big man's team, the big man in this context is William Ruto, to join William Ruto's team so that they can form the machinery of making sure that the case against the William Ruto and Joshua Sang case does not go on. My worry here is the charges against the case was terminated, but for it to revive, it must have new evidence. That's what I don't know. Unless these witnesses are going to be the new evidence, William Ruto might play his way. But guys, can you ask yourself, how about Joshua Sang? How about Joshua Sang? Because the case between William Ruto and Joshua Sang were tied up. I don't know. I think for someone who is a lawyer, someone should update us what about it. So that is the big day. That was the big day 1, the trial. And I am worried because I did not hear the name of Paul Gicheru becoming very prominent. The name that is very prominent is William Ruto. I think he's the one who is being profiled more than even the person who is accused. So guys, in this video, I want to tell you how indirectly this ICC issue is blocking William Ruto from Vying. And he might have to reconfigure. It is simply dismantling this guy. One, before I do that, if you're watching this video and you've not yet subscribed, kindly take a second and subscribe. And more importantly, also click the notification bell. And you can give us what is your feeling about this case. One, William Ruto's international reputation is getting hurt. You know, for when this case was going on, yesterday he was meeting, I think, European Business Council at Village Market in Nairobi. Guys, my eyes. In Nairobi. And he kept on, that was the first international, I think he was meeting international fellows. But with the progress of this case, you know, the AU, the UN, and people are going to pronounce themselves against William Ruto. Now that can play against him as we run towards general election, because then he's not getting the international network. You need that as a very big bolster on your side. Two, and this is the most, I think the most pinching, is his international financiers can withdraw, because they will question whether this person will be in power. You know, it is in the Kenyan context that we might understand that if William Ruto is elected, there is nothing that can happen. But for the international financiers, I think they want to take zero risk. They will even then support and you lose, instead of then supporting and finding out that maybe there is still something that is going on. And of course, the reason why they might even withdraw is because now, because of this case, William Ruto's financial transactions are going to be under a very tight watch. Very tight. Every transaction, the ICC are trying to figure out what he is doing, because they might think they are also still doing another witness interference. So even the international financiers who want to inject some money to him might fear that they might be pulled in that case, and they might find themselves mixed up in that case. And I think for me, that is the biggest stab. And without that international finances coming over, well, that can really affect William Ruto campaigns, because this case is not having the emotional benefit as of 2013. I was checking how people are talking online, and people are trying to say that this time round, let it be justice, let it be logic, nothing like emotions. But on these international finances, I think this would be the biggest shock. Another way this issue can block William Ruto is, you know, depending on how these witnesses and Paul Gicheru are going to spill the beans, someone might even go to court and start invoking Chapter 6. You never know. A civil society can run to court and say, look here, we are not believing that William Ruto should do this because of this and this. So if Chapter 6 is invoked, even though I know Chapter 6 is, even if it is invoked in Kenya, it might not succeed, but it's going to affect even William Ruto's wish to go and vie. Do you think someone can do that? You will not be shocked. Even at the end of these 10 days, someone might even go to court, and I think they might go for even to cloud chase, and when they go to court, they want some bribes so that these cases can be withdrawn. But these are some of the things that are going to be in the path of William Ruto. Lastly, who is Paul Gicheru? And let me use the wrong card here. Paul Gicheru is a Kikuyu. So what do you think, in Rift Valley, there are people who have a sense of entitlement. What do you think this case can turn? And that is why I'm telling you guys that the UDA team are so cautious even on commenting on this. I'm checking even online, even their Twitter gangs are not talking about this thing. You know, this case can even bridge animosity between the Paul Gicheru community and William Ruto community. And one day I will do you an analysis between William Ruto government and Raila's government. I'll do you that analysis. I think I'll do it today if I'm not wrong. And you will see this coming out completely. This animosity can come out because they might feel like, you know what, you are you're backstabbing us, and you're from the other side. You might have been sent. That narrative can sink in. When it sinks in, it can bring animosity even between the gamer guys staying in Rift Valley. We don't want to go there. Honestly, we don't want to go there. But again, these are some of the things that this case can bridge. So in the event that William Ruto's presidential bid is dented, what are his options? If you ask me, between Musalia Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagua, if William Ruto is to choose who is going for the ticket, do you think Musalia Mudavadi can deputize Rigathi Gachagua? No. In the event that that is the case, then guys, Rigathi Gachagua might be the candidate. That is an option. He goes for Rigathi Gachagua, then Musalia Mudavadi deputize, then he endorses them. He goes for Musalia Mudavadi as the candidate, then Rigathi Gachagua deputizes, then goes for it. I don't know. Guys, what are your thoughts? I don't want to reason a lot about this case, but I think things are not good. This case is getting murky and is not really well. Things are not good. Yes, when I come back, I'll do a comparison between the two governments. If they form, whether it's Raila or William Ruto. A very interesting video. I don't want you to miss that. Make sure you subscribe. And also follow me in my social media pages. Twitter at Kevin_Oduor. Facebook, Kevin Oduor. Instagram, but I'm not so active. But I'm so active on Twitter. Thank you.